One of the more difficult things to explain to children is the concept of a variable. It sounds simple. A variable is a representation where it can take on multiple values. So I'm going to show you a way by which this can be done in a way which is more fun as well as interesting for children, and they do understand the real concept of a variable properly. Here I have a number of earbuds. Let's assume for a minute they're matchsticks. They're safer than matchsticks. And to start with, just put 4 of them as a square. So we can now say, and let's pretend that these matchsticks are walls. So what we have here is 4 earbuds which together make up one room. Once they've understood that, we make another room. And in this particular case, ask the child how many matchsticks. So you can count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 matchsticks. Now we need to add another 3 and ask them once again, how many rooms? 3 rooms. How many matchsticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At this point in time, you can even ask them maybe another room. So now we have 13 matchsticks forming 4 rooms. At this point, you should ask the child, how many more matchsticks for a room? By now, the answer to that is easy: 3 more. So you have 3 more matchsticks to make 1 more room. So you have 13 matchsticks till now. Now you have 3 more, which is 16. So now if you say how many for 6 rooms, that will be easy. But suppose you were to ask how many matchsticks for 10 rooms. Now the question becomes a little bit more interesting, because here what we have is, we know that it's 16 matchsticks to form a room. So at this point you need to ask the child, what is the pattern here? How many matchsticks are you adding each time? Each time we are adding 3 matchsticks, which means each room has 3 matchsticks plus 1. 1 not per each room, but 1 for all the matchsticks that there are here. So then if you look at it, it's 1, 2, 3 for the first room, 1, 2, 3 for the second room, 1, 2, 3 for the third room, 1, 2, 3 for the fourth room, and so on. And at the end of all of that, you will add 1 matchstick, and that completes it. So for 10 rooms, you would actually need 3 into 10, which is 30 matchsticks plus 1. The conclusion here is, how many matchsticks do we need? Based on the number of rooms, the number of matchsticks you will need is 3 times the number of rooms plus 1. And there is the beginning of understanding what a variable is, because this can also be represented as y is equal to 3x plus 1. And when the child gets this, they would really have got the central concept behind variables. So this is a very nice game to be able to play at home and to make sure that the children understand variables and algebra.